a different voice.
Hi, Kwame.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Nice. It's so nice to see you again.
Yeah.
So today we're just talking about, I guess, kind of a little different issues that we tend to encounter that might impact us. Let me see. Can you talk about a time when race, gender, or let's say ethnicity impacted you in any way?
I had a job once at a place called Attic Salt. Being the only guy there, I automatically got accused of being like creepy or weird or whatever until they got to know me or whatever. But outside of that, I can genuinely say I haven't experienced it like that.
Okay.
Oh, my shoe.
So at that job, do you feel that definitely like your gender had something to do with it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How did it make you feel?
At the time, irritated, but once I calmed down, I understood why, because I was the only male and an adult there.
Oh wow.
So I get it. But it did take me some time to be like, okay, calm down. You know what I mean?
Yep. How you were a male amongst how many? You were a male amongst how many women?
12.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Definitely outnumbered.
Yeah.
Wow. And how long were you in that position?
Probably for about 8 months.
8 months?
Yeah.
Did at any time did you bring it to the attention of management?
Yeah. It was immediately because I didn't want to cause any issues with anybody, and it was like someone had brought it up to me, so I brought it up to them, and then it was like I'm gonna wash my hands of it and just try to work and move on.
Wow. Would you say that you experienced genderism, or was it did you experience sexism, or was it a feeling of isolation?
I wouldn't say like sexism or anything, because they didn't come after me because of my gender. Besides like that misunderstanding, they never did. Isolationism, definitely, because one, the difference in gender, our thought processes were different. But then when I was working there at the time, I was 24, and then the next oldest person was 19, and then it was like 15, 16, 16, that kind of thing. And so I definitely didn't try to hang out with anybody from work, and so it was definitely like a lonely place. Yeah.
Do you feel that today, do you feel like gender impacts people in different ways? Do you feel that it's an issue, especially in 2026? Do you feel it's more of gender being an issue, or do you feel sexism is an issue? Do you feel race is an issue today? Or ethnicity?
Yeah.
I know these are kind of very touchy topics to talk about.
It's not that it's touchy, it's that I believe it's all of it, but I think it all stems from the fact that everybody just feels unheard.
Exactly.
So people are just lashing out in any way that'll get their voice out and get people to open their ears to what they're saying, because everybody's alone, everybody's hurting for some reason or whatever. So I believe all of it plays a factor. But for specific to what you were saying, yeah, I do believe that there's more of an issue with sexism than there is with like genderism.
Okay.
In my opinion.
In your opinion, how about do you feel like in 2026, do you feel, have you maybe within the past few years or any time, can you think about a time that maybe you were impacted by culture or race or culture or ethnicity?
Impacted, yeah, but not in a negative way. I think because of my viewpoint on the world and going through it with like an anthropologist style of thinking, it was a shock to me because it was so vastly different from what I was used to. But I learned a lot, and so I don't say it impacted me negatively. I think it was a good thing for me.
Oh, you
I
learned
learned something
from
it.
the
Yeah.
experience.
Holding your mom.
Do you feel what is it called? Do you feel that there are certain types of let's say legislation that needs to be put in place? Like I know, like affirmative action, one of the issues that it tried to address, people, it wasn't just race, it wasn't just culture, but it was issues of gender too. It was culture, a lot of different issues. Do you feel like there needs to be more legislation to address these issues, let's say at a grassroots level, or even more, not even just a federal level, but maybe on a state level, maybe even at a city level, where people, I know that there's legislation, but, there's also, vigilation whereby people see things and hey, it doesn't look too right, maybe it's only one, we have a job here and it's only one male here and it's 10 15 women who are under the age of 20, or it's only one black person working amongst all Caucasian, do you think something can be done outside the law or within the law, maybe at a more local level?
Outside of the law, absolutely. Everybody just has to choose to want to be a good person, and can't be forced, which is good. I don't think it should be forced. I think people should actually want to help. But when it comes to like law, I sincerely hope we come up with something that benefits more than just like a specific race or a specific, gender or culture. I hope that eventually we can get stuff set in place where everybody's taken care of. But do I think it'll happen? Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
So you said you learned something from this experience of being, I guess, the minority and amongst a bunch of women who were under a certain age. What was it that you were able to learn from that experience?
One, the importance of patience.
Okay.
But two, I learned to walk forward with a little more caution and having a more open, I guess, like having more of my eyes open to the people around me, to, just to, not to like, bend over or anything like that, but just to keep the peace, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so I know there's trouble over there, so I'll go this way.
Exactly.
That kind of thing. So,
Just time to.
yeah, so I would say that's what I learned the most, was how to pace myself,
How to
pay
pace.
attention.
Nice. So one of the other questions, can you talk about a time when you believe that maybe your gender, race, ethnicity, or culture was a real factor in an encounter with someone that was different from you?
Not in any like I don't want to say monumental type of way, because because of my job I meet different people, different cultures and stuff, and sometimes there's arguments, sometimes there's jokes, and so for me, because of the job and because of the amount of people I meet, I haven't had anything where I could be like this stuck enough for me to be like, yeah, there's just one time, so I'm gonna say no.
No. Okay. Nice. Do you when you can you tell me how you deal with difference? How do you deal with different cultures, different people who are different than you, whether it's good or bad?
With open arms.
With open arms.
Yeah, like I said, anthropic by nature. My goal is to create a business where the entire premise is around unity, people helping each other, people growing around each other, learning about each other, incorporating, mixing, matching, like true togetherness, if it's possible.
Of course.
It's a dream. I'm gonna keep shooting for it. So for me, whenever I meet someone that, especially when they're different, I try to go in with open arms. Until you give me a reason to close off, then I treat every single new person that I meet as if it's somebody that I've known for a while.
Nice,
You
very
know?
nice, nice.
At least I try to. Not everybody. I still have my issues and there's certain things, my prejudices and stuff that I'm working on.
Of course.
But yeah, I try to for the most part.
Wonderful. What are some things you do to work with your prejudices, any biases that you may feel? What are some things that help you overcome those hurdles, or if they're even hurdles?
Not really. It's just stuff I grew up with, so it's ingrained. But I intentionally force myself to be around the things that make me uncomfortable.
Okay, nice.
So like, let's just say if it was like elderly people made me uncomfortable or something, I would purposely volunteer at an elderly place.
Okay, nice.
And, I'd go there 3-4 days and try to get myself used to the fact that they're people too. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I wouldn't say it's a hurdle. It's just it took me till my adult years to realize just how slighted my view of people was. So now I'm actively trying to change it.
Oh, nice. What are some things you're doing to change that?
Like before, I was kind of a judge a person by the cover type of thing, and so now I actively try to talk to people. I'll do like icebreaker questions. Like if they have like one headphone in, I might be like, "Hey, excuse me, what song are you listening to?"
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay,
nice.
Try to find common ground.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And then with because of how I was raised, I'm more of a fight then talk, and so I'm working on the trying to figure out what the issue is first before I just leap straight into it and get in trouble.
No, very nice. And I think what you're saying, you're doing a really, really good job at pacing yourself and monitoring yourself and dealing with difference in the right way. Do you feel like at a community level, places maybe you visit, do you feel that it's getting better this year? I mean, it's June 2026. Is it better than it was 2 years ago, or is it getting worse as you see it, as you encounter it?
Both. I believe that some things have changed for the better, and I do believe some things have changed for the worse. So, kind of, honestly, I'm a day-by-day person
Day by day, exactly.
So, that's kind of hard for me to answer right now.
Exactly. No. I totally understand, and I think you're doing a really, really good job handling things from your perspective. Do you, for you in particular, would you say difference is good for you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, nice. And on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, how would you say is your tolerance level at this point?
For
difference.
Oh, like a 30.
1 to 10. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a 10.
A 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Are there certain things that are there certain things, triggers that you're aware of more now than you were previously?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Could you identify even a few of them?
One of the things that used to immediately just irritate the crap out of me is people being rude. At specifically at fast food places.
Okay.
It'll be like mid-rush or something, like a lunch or dinner rush. Somebody would be like, "How much longer for my food?" And I'm like, "Dude, you've been waiting for 5 minutes. Calm the hell down."
Exactly.
And what now that I'm like, I get it. He's hungry. It's hot.
Nice.
So then I'll just try to be like, "Hey, what'd you order?" I'm like, "Oh, is it good?" I always get the same thing, And then eventually a conversation starts, or they end up laughing, or they end up being okay, or whatever. So.
Very nice. Well, I really want to thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Yeah.
And so I think you're doing an awesome job at what you're doing. I suggest you keep it up, especially being able to identify situations that are not working for you and work on things that you've identified that need to be worked on. And I think you're doing a fabulous job. So I want to thank you so much, and it was such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kwame.
Yeah.